in this town.
I'm inclined to agree with you, although I think the two of them are probably very distracted, and perhaps maybe we should make this sort of a stealthy endeavor. We can let them know what we're doing, but I think if we all go, it's going to be a little hard to keep us from not being noticed. And one of them can't see out of one of their eyeballs.
That is a good point. Can I sneak up on them? Try to get closer to see if I can hear what they're saying?
They left, so they're out of the bar at this point.
So they're totally out.
Yeah, they're gone. They got up and left. You mentioned, hey, okay, they took off. We seen the table get up.
Is it not possible for us to maybe track and follow them?
You could possibly try if you guys would like to go out, maybe look and see where they went.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
I'd like to at least step outside the bar. I don't want to go necessarily all the way where they're at, but at least step out and see which direction they're heading.
Make a perception check to see if we can...
You got to step out of the bar, and no, they're actually not in sight. You don't know where they went, or there's several corners they could have gone around to get out of sight pretty quick. I mean, you're on an intersection at this bar, so but you look out, and they're not there. You don't know where they went, but it's been a minute because you had to discuss this and kind of tell everybody else what's going on. So I mean, they had a good minute lead on you.
Okay,
but the street is it's not a giant city, but there is a good 10 people at all times kind of moving up and down the street. It's a busy part of town.
Okay.
Reggie kicks his foot up under the table and starts playing his pan flute.
While the other guy's performing?
Okay, you play some Jethro Tull.
Is it broadsword?
No, it's
locomotive breath?
Yeah, locomotive breath.
That's the best one, you know.
Yeah. Well, Aqualung's pretty good too.
Well, you get about halfway through Aqualung. You're getting to just the crescendo, right? And everybody in this room hears a piercing scream coming from outside.
Aw, crap.
Tiara goes running outside.
I'm going with. Silas going with.
Reggie keeps playing.
Reggie has to finish that solo.
I have to finish the solo.
Okay, so
I do.
Iggy, Tiara, and Sila all go running outside. Coming down the street, you see two men in armor, dressed almost identical.
Ooh, nice artwork.
Look about like this.
How tall are they?
They're human size. These are definitely humans.
Okay.
One of them is kind of staggering, and the other one appears to have some kind of twisted metal glowing crown on his head, and his eyes are glowing a little bit. Cher and Sonny run out past you to see what's going on. The first guy, the guy over on the right, immediately just falls over and stumbles and falls down in the street.
Okay.
The second guy grabs a hold of Cher as she's moving past and just impales her with the sword. Sonny gets all emotional and starts running. He's like, no! And runs into the other end of the sword behind him.
Oh,
and they both get impaled on the sword.
Okay.
I bet these were the guys that the businessmen were waiting for.
He says, I got you, babe.
What would you guys like to do? I got you, babe.
It's too bad that joke is already made.
I already made it a minute ago.
Yeah.
It's way behind the times.
My bad. I was killing brain cells in the kitchen.
Sila wants to attack the bad guys in the armor.
Well, one immediately fell down in the middle of the street. He staggered and fell. The other one has kind of a, like I said, it almost looks like a glowing, twisted iron crown on his head, and his eyes appear to be glowing a little bit. He's the one that just impaled the two people.
Oh, jeez. He sounds like he might be out of my league, but the guy on the ground sounds more like my speed.
I want to see what I recognize. Would Iggy recognize what?
You can make an Arcana check if you would like.
So it's only on 11.
No.
I just asked because I know the spell. Like what I recognize because it's something that it's one of my spells. Like I have Crown of Madness.
Roll with advantage.
Yeah, that's what I do. Give her advantage on it.
Yeah, especially if she's got the spell.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a moderate DC, you know.
So 16.
You obviously realize that this knight is under the influence of the spell Crown of Madness.
I want to use perception to see if I can see anyone. They can't get too far.
You don't. You don't see anybody in the immediate area. Nobody's like, oh, with their hands out. You know, nobody looks like they're casting a magical spell at somebody.
Are you going to warn the rest of us that they're under control so that we can search for the caster?
Well, yeah, Iggy just lets everybody know this. Hey guys, this.
As this is
guard
going
not-
on,
he's not himself.
crazed knight pulls his sword free from the Sonny and Cher shish kebab and starts making his way towards the tavern.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to intervene. I can't let him make it. I can't let him make it to the tavern.
Okay, let's go ahead and do initial rolls at this point. We're going to give me a d20 roll.
Sila has 23 altogether.
Oh.
Iggy, what did Iggy get?
Iggy got an 8.
That is
Reggie?
Reggie got an 11.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there next month. I got
Yeah,
a
she's
1.
going tomorrow. She'll be checking in next week.
Alright, so Sila, what would you like to do?
How close am I to this guy?
You're 30 feet away.
I would like to move to get close enough to strike him with my quarterstaff.
Alright, you move up on him, go ahead and make your attack.
It's been so long since I did this. D20
Yep,
plus, I know things get added, right?
Yeah.
your attack bonus, yep.
Attack bonus is my strength modifier,
What kind of weapon? Quarterstaff?
quarterstaff.
Yep,
I think.
strength
I think
or
it's
dex,
a
either
finesse
one.
weapon.
No, it's not a finesse weapon.
It's not a finesse, it's light though.
It's a
that
monk
doesn't-
weapon.
Yeah. That
So
would
then what am I
matter.
adding to it?
That'd be your
Strength.
plus, your strength modifier.
Okay, so then it's 19.
You definitely hit him. Go ahead and do your damage.
D8. I hit him, but I only do like 5 damage. Because the dice are not kind this evening.
Alright, you whack him in the head. He definitely kind of looks over, but then it's going to take it to Reginald's turn.
Reggie's still playing his pan flute, so it's going to take a minute for him to get there.
Okay.
Puts the pan flute away and starts to walk out the door.
Alright, so it's going to go over to Iggy.
I still want to. Can I still continue to look to see if I can find the person that's in control, or
You
is
can.
this going to be a moot?
It's going to be mute, but
Mute. It's
Mute.
gonna be
Mute.
mute.
He's going to be mute.
but you're more than welcome to waste your turn doing it if you'd like.
Well, if it's going to be a waste of turn, then I'm just going to. Hey, can you sleep somebody that's under Crown of Madness? I like sleep.
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just-
can.
yeah,
You can
that's
play.
right.
Yeah, it's a spell. I mean,
If you can hit their hit points.
If the character is susceptible to sleep, they can be slept.
Even Barbarian's Raging can be slept. It really fucks up the rage mechanic.
All right. Well, I want to use sleep,
Alright.
and that's. I don't. Do I roll?
You don't
this
need to
or
roll
do
to
I-
attack. No, you just need to roll up your dice.
That's right. Thank you.
5d8.
And we have 16, 24.
He falls to a knee for a second and actually drops his weapon, but then stands right back up.
Still under the effects of it.
The crown is still on his head. His eyes are still glowing.
Now, is this like a
But
solid
he's no
crown?
longer.
It's almost
Arcane
spectral,
crown.
but you can
Okay.
see it.
Crown.
This is a spell, guys. We got to try to find out who's controlling it, or we're gonna have to kill him.
Well, you gotta kill him, then find out who did it.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
He
Yeah.
sloppily picks back up his weapon. Like he's kind of clumsy. It seems like maybe he's trying to resist. Something's going on, but he's a little clumsy. But he makes a big swipe at Sila, and just misses you by a mile.
What, he drunk with spell casting?
Like maybe it almost looks like he's holding back a little bit. Like there's a part of him that doesn't really want to kill you.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see who's casting the spell?
Yes.
What other perception modifier?
Maybe investigation.
The investigation is what you actually want to do because you're actively seeking it out.
Okay.
So use your investigation roll.
I don't know. It's a 17. It could go either
Did
way.
they get heavy roll protection too?
You look around,
Not investigation.
Oh, shit.
Perception.
and maybe there's a couple of people I would say 3 different people in several areas that kind of catch your eye by what they're doing, but you can't quite nail it down. Like there's not like one guy, like I said, going nothing like that. Like there's a couple. Maybe he kind of moved his hands for a second, but you can't quite pinpoint it.
Okay. Sila is going to turn to Iggy because she knows that you're a caster. Can you, by any way, find out who's casting this? Our options are stop them or kill them. I'd much rather kill a person guilty than kill a person innocent.
Tiara?
Tiara, yeah.
Is it like a detect magic or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say because since you got
Iggy,
Tiara doesn't. I don't want to kill him right away because he is kind of acting as if there's part of him still there. So I'm gonna give him a chance. But I mean, if he gets too close, I'm killing him. Sorry. He's going up in flames.
How about incapacitate with non-lethal force?
So do you guys? Can you guys check for me and see if you can figure out? I'll give you guys one more chance to see if you can figure out what's going on.
Are you going to guard the post while we see if we can figure it out? So, perception
I'll
one
give
more
you
time?
another chance.
is it perception or is it investigation?
Or investigation.
It's going to be investigation.
This roll went much better this time, and I got a 20 altogether.
I have, like an 8.
You know,
Iggy has
Shanaya,
an 8.
whenever I'm consuming alcohol and I play somebody else's character for them, they make me drink. I've been biting my tongue, darling, for 10 minutes. You're a monk, right?
Right.
Ninja kick that motherfucker, subdue and knock him out.
Yeah.
Fucking just jump up and like throw your big toe in his eye and drop him.
She's got that covered. She said she was going to watch him.
Sorry, I'm gonna
No,
drink
she said
somehow.
she was going
I'm
to
watching the
catch him
tap.
on fire.
I'm gonna put him on fire.
Your roll is good enough that
I suggested non-lethal. I thought you nodded back at me.
your roll is good enough. Now you are pretty sure, like it's either this guy that's kind of standing over in this alley over there, or there's another guy who's almost kind of hiding behind this building up on your right. It is for sure probably one of those two.
For sure, probably.
All right, I got this. Okay, so Tiara and Iggy, each of you take one of the guys that might be it, and I'm gonna attempt to knock out the guy who's under control with non-lethal damage.
Okay, well you say, yeah, that guy, yeah. And again, there's 30 people out here.
I can't describe them if I think I know who it is.
You can, like I said, they're a cloaked figure hiding over, and there's one guy that's kind of in a yellowish cloak, kind of off in an alley that may seem like he's doing something, and then there's another guy who's wearing a dark blue cloak, kind of up around this corner of the building, and you can't quite tell what he's doing, but you're pretty sure it's probably one of those guys.
Yep, it's just up to you guys. You're gonna have to be smart enough to figure out who it is.
How close is dude to the tavern?
He is
now.
within 30 feet of the tavern at this point.
30 feet?
Yep, he hasn't moved yet. He was at 30 feet when he came in and stabbed the guys, but he hasn't taken another movement, so...
Okay. Do I have a turn yet?
Yes, it's your
Yes.
go.
Give me a chance to non-lethal. Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Well, you see...
What if I got a good roll?
A rear naked choke is so much more applicable in this
What if I
scenario
got a
than
good roll?
flames from the infernal abyss. Just chokes them out. Shh.
Go save.
And he goes, night,
Go
night.
to
Good
Yeah, he goes, night, night.
night. Let me tell you a story. This is no shit. There I was, me and the chief.
Do you have anything that you don't have to kill him?
I don't have to... Well, but he's getting close to the tavern.
You can knock him unconscious. Death isn't necessary.
But it's fun.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with that. But he's under control. Like someone else.
While you guys are discussing all this,
He's moving, isn't he?
give me a perception check one more time.
A reception check?
Perception check. Did I say reception?
I think you said reception.
Perception,
Possible
please.
dissection check. Here we go.
Let me know if anybody rolls over 20.
Tiara.
Sila.
22.
I got 23.
21 for each.
Something from the direction of the corner of the building and the guy wearing the blue coat that you spotted earlier comes flying in and hits this guy in the neck.
Balls.
And he immediately falls over.
Alright, I think we know who the bad guy is.
Green Inferno.
Of course, you look up, realize where it's coming from, and the guy's already around the corner.
any of us fast enough to catch him. Somebody got a spell to immobilize him.
Now,